Welcome to Fantastic Vision. Please subscribe us before you watch today's video. China and the United States are secretly competing for key minerals, which are like the blood of modern industry, nourishing science and technology and the military. China, which controls the global mineral supply chain, has a strong voice in key minerals, which has enabled the development of high-tech products. The reasons behind China's suspension of exports of gallium, germanium and antimony to the United States are complicated. What problems will the United States face? How should it respond? China has revealed a ban on key minerals and directly stopped the export of minerals such as gallium, germanium and antimony to the United States. Its attitude is tough and unambiguous. China has been pressed step by the United States and has reached its limit. This is not an impulse, but a strong counterattack. The United States has long relied on its superpower status and has frequently put pressure on China in trade and technology, and has arbitrarily suppressed China. The US government has acted arbitrarily and directly suppressed Chinese technology companies such as Huawei and ZTE, using administrative power, which is unreasonable. The United States not only blacklisted Chinese companies and cut off normal trade with them, but also won over allies to block China's 5G technology, set up obstacles everywhere, and attempted to strangle China's chip industry and hinder China's technological development. The United States is tightening its grip on trade with China, imposing high tariffs at will, or setting up complex and difficult product access rules, making things difficult everywhere, just to block the sales of Chinese goods and suppress Chinese manufacturing. Malicious actions are increasing layer by layer, trying to hinder China's development. China has taken countermeasures to safeguard its own rights and interests. Once the ban was issued, the United States was seriously injured. Take a closer look. The core electronic components of the defense system that the United States is proud of all rely on gallium germanium, and those stealth fighters, from the fuselage to the radar, are also indispensable. Without China's stable mineral supply, the research and development and production of those key military equipment in the United States immediately got stuck. The military advantage that seemed unbreakable before is now in jeopardy. The semiconductor industry has been severely hit. Chip manufacturing relies on key materials such as gallium germanium, which are crucial in the precise and complex process flow. American chip giants are now very dependent on Chinese gallium germanium. Once the ban is issued, production lines may be shut down, chips are not enough, and countless electronic product manufacturers will suffer. This is a major event for the global semiconductor industry. It is difficult for the United States to find a substitute immediately. The global mineral resources are unevenly distributed. China has rich reserves of gallium, germanium and antimony, advanced technology, a complete industrial chain, and a stable and efficient supply. The situation in the United States is different. There are few domestic minerals, which are difficult to mine, and the refining technology is not good. It is simply a fantasy to quickly establish a new supply chain. The United States is overwhelmed by the problem of key mineral resources. Although the local mineral deposits are rich, mining and utilization are difficult. The mining technology in the United States is backward, which is simply a small which compared with advanced countries such as China. Low investment in technology research and development, low efficiency, and high cost are all old problems. The U.S. environmental protection law is as strict as an iron barrel. It was intended to protect the environment, but it blocked the development of the mining industry. Restarting idle mines. Enterprises must first go through approval, environmental assessment, and community hearings. The process is cumbersome and time-consuming. It takes several months, or even years to get approval, and the good opportunity is gone in a blink of an eye. The United States has long relied on imports, and the supply chain has long been deeply rooted and as hard as steel. High-tech companies and military enterprises are accustomed to importing key minerals from China, relying on existing supply channels, logistics, and trade settlements. If China suddenly stops supplying, the United States wants to temporarily change the route, just like changing the track of a running train. The risk is extremely high, and the industrial chain may collapse instantly. The US government panicked and tried to find a solution quickly, but the more anxious it was, the more chaotic it became. If we really want to vigorously support the domestic mining industry, money is like a bottomless pit, and taxpayers' money is thrown into it. It is hard to say whether it will be effective in the end. Technological innovation takes time, and the same is true for mine construction. It is difficult to see obvious results in the short term. Large-scale investment in mining may cause the domestic economy to be unbalanced, prices to soar, and people's lives to be difficult. At that time, public resentment will boil. The United States is also facing a complex situation internationally, and it is even more overwhelmed. China's response to the Sino-US economic and trade game is not as simple as banning the sale of minerals. It has a complete set of combined strategies and many tricks. The trade war may escalate, and the possibility of closing the door to the US market will increase, and even agricultural products may be rejected. American soybeans, corn and other agricultural products are very popular in the Chinese market, making a lot of money. The annual export value is billions of dollars, and they are supplied to China's feed and edible oil industries in large quantities. American farmers live a good life, all thanks to the high income brought by the Chinese market. They have bought new agricultural machinery, their farms are getting bigger and bigger, and they live a comfortable life. If China closes the market, American farmers will lose a huge sales channel, agricultural products will be unsaleable, prices will plummet, farmers' income will drop sharply, and their livelihood will be difficult. China's move is not impulsive, nor is it unreasonable, but a well-thought-out strategic choice. China wants to make the United States understand that respecting each other and achieving mutual benefit and win-win results are the way for countries to get along and the cornerstone of world peace. China insists on open cooperation, but the United States is aggressive, and China can only fight back. This shows China's determination to defend its own interests and maintain its international status. After the battle for key minerals, Sino-US relations have become worse, and the future is worrying, and it is likely to take a sharp turn for the worse. The world sees clearly that the US hegemony has annoyed many countries and has long been criticized by many people. The United States is suffering from internal consumption, and its vitality is greatly damaged. High-end manufacturing lacks minerals, agricultural exports are blocked, and the economy has declined significantly. In terms of science and technology, cooperation with China has been interrupted, talent is stuck, and innovation is weak. With its resources, technology and determination, China has successfully fought back in the battle for key mineral resources, and the United States has felt a strong impact. China controls key mineral resources and occupies a strategic initiative. This is like a sharp blade in hand, which can not only effectively deal with trade frictions, but also dominate global resource allocation, and ultimately reshape the global industrial chain. Sino-US relations have now reached a critical moment. Whether to shake hands and resume dialogue or continue to confront, the result is directly related to the lives of the people of the two countries, and even billions of people around the world. The world expects China and the United States to work together to wisely resolve differences and build a fair and prosperous Earth. Otherwise, in a turbulent world, no one can be immune, and global development will face huge challenges. China bans the export of gallium, germanium and antimony. British media reported that this move has hit the United States hard, and the United States is helpless.